Now to a night-team investigation. Here in Florida, many homeowners are bombarded with ads, phone calls, and mailers from wholesale real estate investors offering to buy their home quickly for cash. Well, new tonight, our Adam Walser spoke with a 90-year-old Lakeland woman who responded to one of those ads and later signed a contract to sell her home. But she says she did not understand it. And now that homeowner is being sued and may have to move out if she loses in court.
What do you got here, Miss Rodriguez? What is all this?
I have the check. There, some people send me the check.
90-year-old Fidela Rodriguez's kitchen table is covered with mail solicitations offering to buy her home. They look like handwritten checks made out to her.
Do you believe these offers?
Yeah.
You believe these
I don't
offers?
believe it.
Fidela already has a contract to sell her home, but she's trying to get out of it. She has removed all the pictures from her walls in case she has to move out quickly.
She doesn't have anybody. Nobody to talk to. No neighbors, nobody.
Polly Agbara, Fidela's pharmacist, called the I-team after Fidela showed up at his pharmacy in tears, worried she would lose her home over a real estate contract she signed without consulting anyone in September 2022.
And they came to her house. Just sign here, sign here, sign here. So she didn't know what she's getting into. She didn't know that she's signing away her property.
Fidela met us at the pharmacy so Polly and his assistant, Waleska, could translate.
How did you find out about this company that was buying houses?
I hear in the radio, in my car, those people, they buying house, and they help the person who's selling the house to move any place they want to go and take it, all the stuff.
Fidela, originally from Puerto Rico, wanted to move back to Buffalo, where she lived 18 years ago before her husband died, and where she still has a few elderly friends.
I don't have nobody here to help me.
She called that number from the ad and reached Problem Property Pals, or PPP. A salesman showed up and she signed a contract to sell her property for $100,000, with a closing 2 months later.
They made me sign some paper, and I say, those papers that I signed, what is this? I don't can read it in English.
You didn't get to read it in Spanish?
No, I don't read it. They don't give me nothing in Spanish. They only in English.
Court documents show PPP arranged for movers to come to the house on October 28th. Fidela said she was told she needed to be out of the house that day.
And I say, no, that's not the agreement. You told me that you're going to take me to Buffalo. And one thing, before that, you don't pay me for the house. And he say, when you get into Buffalo, then we pay you.
Court records show Joseph Peck, PPP's registered agent, bought Fidela a one-way plane ticket to Buffalo for October 31st, 2 days before the closing.
He didn't tell me nothing about flight.
Did they offer to come take you to the airport?
No.
Court records show PPP paid a company a $2,200 deposit to take her belongings to Buffalo in an SUV. And the contract said she would reimburse them for the plane ticket and moving costs. Fidela said she didn't even have a bank account in New York State to receive money from the sale. Instead of flying to Buffalo, Fidela landed in the emergency room at Lakeland Regional Hospital the week of the closing with chest pain and high blood pressure. The next month, she was served with a lawsuit for breach of contract, seeking to force her to sell her home for $100,000. That's $17,000 less than she paid for it in 2006. We went to the addresses listed for Problem Property Pals on state business records, hoping to talk to Joseph Peck. The first address was in Channelside.
Suite 207. This is Suite 207. Looks like a coffee bar.
We were told the company moved out, so we went to another address at this shared workspace in Ybor City, and were told PPP was no longer a tenant. So we went to an address in downtown Tampa, the company listed with the Better Business Bureau, where we found a locked door with no sign. When I reached out to Joseph Peck on the cell phone, he said he was no longer with the company and referred us to his former partner, George Beatty, whose picture was on Fidela's documents. Beatty, who lives in Philadelphia, has videos posted on YouTube advertising PPP and touting his sales skills going back 7 years.
It's your boy, George Beatty, coming at you, blue light glasses on with a whiteboard.
You can sell it
the property for cash, which means you don't have to wait for the money.
As soon as I'm out of this house, like, it's just gone. It's just on to the next one, you know?
Beatty even wrote a book called Hustling from Heroin to Houses, describing his journey from being a drug addict to a wholesale real estate mogul by the time he turned 30. We emailed and called Beatty multiple times, but he didn't respond. Fidela hired an attorney who filed a countersuit alleging Fidela was exploited because she does not understand or read English very well and lacks the capacity to understand the transaction nature. PPP's attorney said in response, Fidela spoke English well, lived on her own, and they had no reason to believe she was incapable of understanding the contract. Another lawyer filed a complaint with the Attorney General's office on her behalf, saying a realtor determined her home was valued at $220,000 when she signed the contract. That complaint has not yet been resolved. A trial is set for October 17th.
Do you feel like you're going to end up out on the street?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what the lawyer told me. If you go to court, probably you lose the house.
Her friends at the pharmacy say they'll stand behind her.
If she lose the house for any chance, she's not gonna end on the street. I'm gonna be with her. She can stay on my house until we find a place for her.
This is America. You have the right to buy and sell property and make money off of property.
But not this way.
I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Randy Wright, taking action for you.